Christina, right?
Yeah. So shall I just ask you the questions?
Yes. Hi, Christina. It's Raymond. Welcome to my blog.
Why did you choose City Island as the setting for your movie? What was your inspiration?
I chose City Island because of a New York Times article written in the year 2001 where they talked about City Island, and I'd never heard of it. So my wife and I got in the car, we drove to the Bronx, we saw this wonderfully strange little 2-lane, 3-lane main street with these beautiful old buildings that we thought were in New England. And then we passed a brick building covered by graffiti, and we knew we were in the Bronx. And I thought, what a great idea for a movie. I think I'll...
Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry. How silly.
That's what you're on the internet now. And I thought, what a great idea for a setting for a movie. And I was writing the script anyway, and it was just sort of set generically in the Bronx. So I decided to use City Island.
Did you ever worry you may not be able to make the film on City Island? And did you think about what would have happened in that case? Should you have continued on with the film or substituted another borough?
Right. Let's see. The only time it ever occurred to me that I couldn't make the film on City Island was when we first started planning the actual production a few months ago, and we started hearing about all these tax incentives from other states. And at that time, New York State, which has an excellent tax incentive now, had not yet put that into effect. So people were asking me, can we do it in Pittsburgh? Can we do it in, there's all kinds of strange places. And I always just sort of yesed them and went, yeah, we'll get to that. Oh yeah, we'll have to look into that, call the travel commissions. But in my heart, I always figured, you're going to make it here because I've made other movies in New York, and New York is film friendly.
And finally, I was wondering why you decided to blog the making of the movie, and if you think this may become more common among filmmakers as the technology becomes increasingly user-friendly and accessible, which I think is a very relevant question to the
Indeed.
week.
If you're watching this on a blog, that's a relevant question, yeah. First of all, I really didn't begin the blog for this. I began the blog because of my infatuation with YouTube and the amount of hours a day I was losing watching clips of old movies and old jazz musicians and stuff on YouTube. So I decided to start a blog just so that I could justify the time, and I would put things into it that... was that my lunch?
It is your lunch.
I'll be right with you. So that I started the blog for that reason, and then I realized that a blog is really it's a diary for life. You can, if you have the patience, and the fortitude, there's no reason that you shouldn't blog your life forever. So this is part of my life, and the movie, came up, and I thought, well, I'm not going to have time to post my usual pithy meanderings about old movies and music, but let's just blog the movie. And so I turned it over to Amy and forced her to do it.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Bye.